Hey, this video we're going to take a look at Amazing Grace, the arrangement by Martin Tallstrom. I hope that's pretty close. An arrangement that just really grabbed me from the first time I heard it, and I needed to work up an arrangement of this, and it was absolutely the one I wanted to learn. People have been nice enough to ask me to break it down, so hats off to Martin for the great arrangement, and I'll hopefully break it down for you in a way that you can play it pretty close to the way he does. My phrasing is a little different than his in places, and yours will be different probably too. And I think that's the great thing about the arrangement. It leaves a lot of room for interpretation. So we're in open G tuning from low E to high E, D, G, D, and then from there G, B, and D. D, G, D, G, B, D. So I'm already tuned that way. And then Martin uses the capo on the 3rd fret, so that's what I did. So I'd say that's just preference. You can move that up and down as you wanted to, but for this video we're going to do it just like his video. Open G, 3rd fret. Two things to clarify before we begin. All the fret references that I might make, like 12th or 15th or 5th, are going to be literally the frets on the guitar. So not as if they were capoed. So when I say 12th fret, I mean 12th fret, okay? I'll try to do my best to make that clear. And when I refer to the strings, open or whatever, it will be as if it were in standard tuning, because I think it gets a little confusing otherwise. So hopefully that makes some sense. So here we go. Is our first phrase, just simple D string, G string, and then I pinch the A string and the G string together for sort of an octave. Hit the D string again, and then this phrase. It's a slide, and then a slide back, then open, and then a slide back up. D. Is the next phrase. Sort of a hammer onto 2, then a quick slide, and then pull off. This is the 5th fret of the A string against the open G. Moving on. Then this little slide from 2 to 3 on the D string, and then pull off to open D, while you're leaving this note ring on your A string. Open G. Same thing again next. Okay, so after we do the same thing that we've already done, we slide from 2 to 4 on the G string with an open E below it. Then 3rd fret B. Then I pinch all together the top 3 strings, E, B, and G, against the low E string. So all that again. And this is a pretty simple little idea, just a B string open, E string open, G string open, 4th fret on the D string. So far, we've got I'm going to grab D and G together, slide up on G from 2 to 4, and then grab the 3rd fret of B again. Then that big full chord, which is just like what we played except with a G bass. A string bass. Okay. Moving from there, I'm going to grab them all again. I'm just going to get the top 3 strings, slide down. When I I slide down, I'm going to pull my first finger out. So, okay. Okay, it's kind of tricky. Let's go from here. Finishing with this. Back to kind of what we've already done. Then D and G. 2nd fret low E. D string open. And then that phrase that we played already against the low E string. 2nd fret G. And then it's unison. And then we have this chord, which is 2nd fret low E string, 5th fret A string. I'm just getting the bottom 4 strings. And then I'm sliding my pinky down 1 fret to the 4th fret, pulling my first finger out. So that's the whole first passage of it. Here we go from the beginning, real slow. Sometimes I like to go B, E, E, B, E, G, D there. I'm hitting the D and G together. Then the low E. 2nd fret. The A and the G string. Moving on, it goes up an octave. Open E to 5th fret E. This is 12th fret and 10th fret. A lot of pull-offs and hammers there. Just a single note on 7. Then this double 5th fret E, 5th fret A. That's kind of a neat phrase there. So I hit my D again. You can hit your A if you want to or not. That's what's great about the arrangement. Kind of like it without it. 7th fret. Open G. Drop this finger down to the B string on the 5th fret. So that's kind of tricky. Open E. So this is 1st fret B. This is 2nd fret D. 2nd fret high E. And kind of a pull off. Then I like the bass note here on the A string and the top 3 strings. All that again real slow. D, double, G string, B string, high E string, pull off, moving on, semi D again. Difference here is I'm going to land on the 12th fret of the E and the A string. And if you want to hit your G string, you can. So that part. G string if you want it. I'm going to slide from 12 to 15, or hammer either way, and hit my low E string to give it that bass. All that together. Hammer. You can notice there I put in some drone strings, so I'm going to change that probably every time I play it without even thinking about it. My guess is he probably does too. So the drone strings are just up to you. I kind of like them to give sort of a pad and under the melody, but there's times when you might want the melody really exposed and you don't play them. So the hammer on 12 to 15, low E string. This really isn't that tough. It's the 15th fret, just taking them in pairs. B and G, G and D, D and A. Just gonna shift your finger down. I'm using 1 and 2 here. And that's the 10th fret. Just on D and G. Back to the melody. So I'm going to do the same hammer on, get my bass note on the A string. This is kind of interesting. So pull off from 12 to 10 on an E, land on 9, or 11, sorry, a B. And I'm going to get D through high E with my right hand. Kind of hammer on here from 10 to 12 on high E. I'm going to take the same position down, do the same thing again basically. So here we are. Only difference here is my right hand. I get 4 strings and then just 3. Kind of leave that note ringing. That's what I do. There's that same phrases I already played. Okay, so let's play all that again. Coming down on just the high E and A there. So let me get my bearings here. So we go up to the 5th fret, 2nd fret, low E. Maybe your D string. This again, bass, and 7th fret E, A string, high E string. Let's take it from here. We're going to play it out. Just those 2 strings. D and G there, low E string, so this is just grabbing a D, G and E, or D, G and B, 1st fret B, 2nd fret D, top E string, and then this is the 15th fret G, just the artificial harmonic. My finger's right over the fret, my thumb is picking behind it. Then your low string. That's sort of a turnaround. Kind of give you a breath between all that. Let's do the high octave and then we can go pretty fast from there. D, G, low E, high E string, 15th fret G if I get it. Now we're kind of back to where we started. The only thing in the second time through, I might use my D string a little more just to change it up. For the first time through, put it like this. Without the D string. I'm going to add it this time. Totally your call. So I get that sound. Here's what we've already done. Nothing different. Same thing. We've done B, E, G, D. Now this will change up, and this is different than he does it. Double slap here, D, G. All that we've done. So I'm gonna just slide, pull everything off, and then I'm gonna hit the B string, 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G. It's different than he plays it. You might not like it. It won't hurt my feelings if you don't. But here's what I do. So we already looked at. Here's the kind of variation. Sorry. B, D, then G string. So let's do that one more time. Moving on. Using my D string there. Back to this. Which I've already done. Covered this. Then back here. Tag it. This again. Tag it again. Get that note by itself, G string, and you can just walk the bass down. Which is what he does, which is really simple and beautiful. So if that note doesn't have enough sustain for you, you can kind of sort of put it in between the bass notes. However you feel that. I think this is too much. But that's an idea I had that I would occasionally use. Back to the 15th. D, G, B, G, B, D string 11th, and then back to the G string on the 15th. It's kind of bagpipey, but it's there if you want to use it. How about I play through the whole thing and then really slowly and you'll have it. Hopefully this will help. Sorry it's been a long lesson here. D here again. D string. Sorry. Low E. Gonna hold this octave. Gonna tag it up the octave. Tag it again. Take your time here. D string, low E, and then here's his ending. Or that's it. Hopefully you'll enjoy playing as much as I have. Thanks for watching.